objectives of this chapter is to enlighten the evolution, importance, and basic concepts of macroeconomics and to understand the functioning of an economy. Introduction. Before going for topic, we should understand the meaning of economics. Economics is a branch of knowledge which deals with human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means, which have alternative uses. The subject economics is classified into two branches, namely microeconomics and macroeconomics. Ragnar Frost, a Norwegian economist and the co-recipient of the first Nobel Prize in Economic Sciences, coined the words micro meaning small and macro meaning large in the year 1933. This will be in one mark question underline. However, macroeconomics in its modern form began with John Maynard Keynes and his book The General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money, published in 1936. Keynes offered an explanation for fallout from the Great Depression when goods remained unsold and workers unemployed. Here we should know the meaning of fallout. Fallout means the adverse result of a situation or action. Depression means a situation when economic situation is bad with little business activities and many people without job. Hence, Keynes is regarded as the father of modern macroeconomics. Next, we go for meaning of macroeconomics. This will be book back 2-mark question. Define macroeconomics. You have to write first paragraph. The word macro is derived from the Greek word macros, meaning large. Hence, macroeconomics is the study of economy as a whole. In other words, macroeconomics deals with aggregates such as national income, employment, and output. Macroeconomics is also known as income theory. Look at the chart given below. Macroeconomics as a study of economy as a whole, it deals with national output, national income, inflation, unemployment, and it includes national, regional, and global economics. And it is the study of economy in wide phenomena, and it contrasts with microeconomics. The subject matters covered in macroeconomics are the areas such as employment, national income, inflation, business cycle, poverty, inequality, disparity, investment and saving, capital formation, infrastructure development, international trade, balance of trade and balance of payment, exchange rate and economic growth. Next, we are going to learn importance of macroeconomics. This will be a book back 3-mark question, question number 28. The importance and the need for introducing a macro outlook of an economy are given below. There is a need to understand the functioning of the economy at the aggregate level to evolve suitable strategies and to solve the basic problems prevailing in an economy. Next, understanding the future problems, needs and challenges of an economy as a whole is important to evolve precautionary measures. Next, macroeconomics provides ample opportunities to use scientific investigation to understand the reality. Macroeconomics helps to make meaningful comparison and analysis of economic indicators. Then, macroeconomics helps for better prediction about future and to formulate suitable policies to avoid economic crisis. Next, we go for scope of macroeconomics. This is book back 5-mark question, question number 35. The study of macroeconomics has wide scope and it covers the major areas as follows. National income. Measurement of national income and its composition by sectors are the basic aspect of macroeconomic analysis. The trends in national income and its composition provide a long-term understanding of the growth process of an economy. Inflation. Inflation refers to steady increase in general price level. Estimating the general price level by constructing various price index numbers such as wholesale price index, consumer price index, etc. are needed. Define inflation is book back 2 mark question. You have to write inflation refers to steady increase in general price level. Market. Business cycle. Almost all economists face the problem of business fluctuation and business cycle. The cyclical movements such as boom, recession, depression, and recovery in the economy need to be carefully studied based on aggregate economic variables.